Greek island. Welcome this morning. It has been um, really quite nice uh, in the sense that everybody is out of the house since yesterday, and I have been in this space completely free of all responsibilities, of whatever anybody else needs, just completely detached and focused on me, little old me, here in my tiny little studio, doing the things that I like to do, that I want to do, that I need to do without any distractions from anybody. It was such a gift. And uh, they will be returning today. So my little vacation in my tiny little studio on my tiny little Greek island. I haven't gone anywhere physically, but I certainly have gone to a different place uh, just because of this time alone with myself. And I find it really wonderful and lovely and a great reminder of how much we need to have our time and space periodically. Doesn't always need to be there. It's not something that is even feasible for many of us. We're not even able to have more than an hour or two to ourselves during the day because we're caring for others, and it just doesn't work. So I've been thinking about it, like how can I be in this state of complete while I'm with others? Is it possible? Can we do it? Can we be in our tiny little studios when we have our minds and our hearts on other people, on the situations of our daily life? How can we separate ourselves periodically throughout the day when we're always caring for other people? Good morning, Corby. So nice to have you here. So nice to have you here. And I'm just wondering how that can be done. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And are you in van life? Van life? In an even smaller studio than this tiny studio, I imagine. If I'm correct, I was just assuming by your name. But how do you come to a place of reconnecting to your creative self, to your creative channel, and just let go? I mean, you guys, this was one day, one day. So yesterday, I spent the entire day fixing my mini course. I'm done. It's a matter of uploading some of the larger pieces of the bonus demo of this painting here that you can see that I have set up, and getting it all in the Kajabi place, which is turning out to be a great place to be, and putting it out into the world. Well, hello, Deidre. Oh, okay, you were. Oh my goodness. So you have you have a real significant experience of the tiny studio, and I obviously use my little tiny studio as the input for this studio, which isn't really very tiny. I call it tiny, but the self is our own special creative place, right? It is where all of the things that happen in your art studio happen first. And if our studio isn't cleaned up and decluttered and in alignment with all the different areas of creation, of manifesting your paintings or your pottery or whatever creative act that you're in, which could actually mean doing the books. If you're an accountant, that is also a creative act. Everything we do is creative. But it's really, really a beautiful path. And in order to stay connected to your tiny little studio here and here, when we have others to care for, when we have our minds on the daily responsibilities of our regular lives, and we need to be there, and it's important to be there, and it is a huge creative motivation for when we do come into our studios. So it's imperative and it's beautiful, but when you are pulled and your mind is pulled and focused on others and not on you, we lose our motivation. We lose the creativity, that creative power, that energy that just kind of flows through us. We lose touch with it, and it's important to keep coming back. When that happens, also when we lose touch with it, then we come up with these creative blocks, which we have always thought were, like you have the creative muse comes in, and then if you don't do what the creative muse wants you to do, she'll disappear. And then you have a creative block and you come to look at a canvas and you're like, I don't know what to do. I just don't feel motivated. I don't want to be in here. I've got other things to do. I just can't deal with it. And we look at it as something outside of ourselves, this creative block. And it's not. It is 100%. In my philosophy, I will put it, it's 100% where you are. It's where you are. So when we get pulled aside and we're not caring and nourishing for this creative pathway, not very much is going to happen in this tiny studio, in this creative space. So we're going to have to keep coming back whenever we can to this alone time with ourselves, with who we are, coming into a connection of your authenticity, who you are. This authentic self, this Vita, who is on this tiny little Greek island, in this tiny little studio, with the life that I have right now. Those are all my externals. What is going on in here? That is the opening to an entire universe. Just me in my creative space. And the more I am connected, authentically here, breathing in, releasing, all of this is the place. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All of this is, it's where it's at, right here. And from here, when you clear away your blocks, your areas, it's kind of like going in and decluttering your house. And seriously, when I feel creatively blocked, when I'm stuck, I usually actually go and clean the house. Like I'll spend a day cleaning because for some reason in my synthesis, my consciousness, the way that I come about my life, when my surroundings have been cleaned up, tidied up, put away, taken care of, back in place, and I can breathe in my physical outer space, I begin to loosen up in here. And usually, when I'm doing something different, is when I will come into an understanding of why I'm blocked. And I'll know how to get through it. So I have my tricks. I've talked about it before here, but my little tricks to getting creatively unblocked and back in my tiny little studio. Number one is just meditating on it. And if I'm not sitting in a sitting meditation, I may be walking and connecting with my natural and ultimately beautiful surroundings, or I'll go for a cold water swim, or I will clean the house, or take a day away. And somehow that will open me up to, oh, okay. This happened in my outer life. Maybe it was somebody, the person that I'm with and that, I'm connected to, and I have my responsibilities in this relationship that I'm in. And maybe it was something from there that is blocking me. It's my choice. I mean, I have the block there and I get to get rid of it whenever I want to. It's not up to this creative energy. The creative energy is always there. It's always there. It's there. It's there. If you're breathing, you have creative energy. Immense, unlimited creative energy is just there at your fingertips. What are you doing to open up that channel and to clear yourself out, declutter, and get rid of? I think it's why I love the limited palette idea. It's why I love getting rid of all the extras in your studio practice, in your painting practice. Come back to the very, very, very core of what painting is. And just using a primary palette, a red, yellow, and blue, plus white, and coming back to that, no matter if you're an advanced artist, a medium, an intermediate artist, and a very beginner, I always start my beginners with the primary limited palette. No extra colors, nothing, just those. Mix your own. Get rid of all the stuff that you think you need, which oftentimes, especially in painting, because what's the word? It's the the thing, the thing that hangs over, especially beginning artists, that if you're going to paint something, it has to be on the right kind of canvas. You have to, invest in and have all the best items in order to paint, and yet don't. The only thing that I adhere to with a studio practice is that you get artist grade quality paints. That's it. Your brushes can be anything. You can use your fingers if you want to. Your brushes can be anything. Don't spend money on anything else. You can paint on very simple canvases. You can use MDF boards, which are very inexpensive, and you just, put the gesso on and seal it, and you're fine. Just paint. Just get out these primary colors and mix them up. Minimalize, declutter, like when you have lost touch with your creativity. You can go in and declutter your home. You can go in and declutter your mind through meditation or through some kind of activity. whether that's walking, running, working out, whatever your thing is. It's just a way to come back to your presence. And when you are in a present moment, whether it's just for a minute, you have come back and nourished that creative channel, and creativity will just flow through you, come up and down and out your fingertips. It will be everywhere. So I have been really grateful and happy about this day that I have spent alone. There was a deeper sense of relaxation. I slept like, they say you sleep like a baby. Babies don't sleep very well. but but you know what I mean. I just a complete letting go of all external responsibilities. And it's not like I have kids anymore. I don't. It's the two of us here. But there's always the sense of the other and the things that we mutually have agreed on, the responsibilities. So they're there. And when he's not here, it's like I open up and I just take over the whole house for a day. And my tiny little studio is without any extra. It's just me, just Vita in this creative channel. And it was such a gift. So nourish that, you guys. If you're there taking care of others, if you are taking care of others, and if you are stuck in your outer world, whatever that means, at least sit back in your chair, align your spine, get your feet planted on the ground, and take a few breaths. Follow the breath, let it go, and just become present with you, with your creative self, with who you authentically are. And no, I don't believe that we can completely embrace our personal self authenticity. It's a higher goal, at least in my mind, it is. I do what I can, and every time I can latch on to a part of my own authenticity, boy, do I really embrace that and put it into my creative channel, into me, into my little tiny universe, my little tiny studio here within me. I embrace it and hold on to it and wait for the next piece to come where I can put that in its place. So when I say connect to your authenticity, it's just connecting to who you are right now in this moment. That's more than enough. So you guys, so nice to have you here. And I've got to do my uploading and get all of the things ready and get this little mini course done on color mixing. You guys that are in this YouTube membership space will get a special discount on all of the courses that I am uploading. So stay tuned for that. I will let you know when I have it all in place. And yeah, if any of you here would like to join on my YouTube channel, come become a member. It's $6.99 a month to get, the videos and things like that I do, or $2.99 if you just want to kind of be connected, and in a beautiful, supportive kind of manner. I would love it. It's just very, very helpful to me as I am here and doing this out of love. It really is. And back to you, my love. Definitely back to you. And I'm very, very grateful, just so grateful to have you here. and with me on this beautiful creative journey. Ask me any questions. If there's something you want me to talk about, let me know. I will happily put it in here into my tiny little studio, in this tiny little studio, and give you my thoughts on it and see where they go. I do not claim to have any truthful. $6.99 is for the YouTube membership. It's monthly, not 699, $6.99. It's a monthly thing. You can try it for a month and see. Dollars, dollars. So I think it's even less for us here. Yeah. So it's probably, well, I don't know, maybe $6, six something. I'm not sure where the euro is to the dollar today. You can go check it out. It should come up and show on the European currency rates. Well, it should. I imagine it would. I'm not technologically. I'm not technologically saying £6 for you in the UK. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, it's a monthly thing, and I actually want to create a beautiful open space for the members where we can talk. I will come on once or twice a month. We'll do a live get together on Zoom where you can ask me anything. We just kind of talk and have a tea or coffee. Of course, we do this in the afternoons here in Europe. So it's the afternoon coffee time or tea time, and mornings for those in the States. I am on a little tiny island called Amuliani, Amuliani. I hope I spelled that right. It's in northern Greece in the Chalkidiki area where the three peninsulas are, and it's the only inhabitable little island here. And we're very close to the mainland, to Uranoupoli and Mount Athos, the Mount Athos Peninsula. And it's so beautiful. It's really small and local and not your typical Greek island, which is, like Mykonos, Santorini, the one that everybody knows. This is a different, a more realistic version of Greece. The tourism here is mainly Greeks. Of course, we are getting more and more Europeans that come in. Hardly ever any Americans, hardly ever. But it's a quiet, beautiful little place, and the waters here are lovely. The sea is the most amazing. You could go back and check some of my my videos. I think my earlier ones. I must have one or two where I'm out swimming. Maybe they were shorts. Not sure, but the beautiful water. I do cold water swimming, which of course I'm in Greece, so it's not like where you are. I imagine you are somewhere in Northern Europe. And Corby, who is, she's also in cold water, much colder than what we have here. Yeah, so the community that I am opening to, I just opened up memberships last month. So what I'm looking to do is have a very strong connective space where we can I can be here for you, answer your questions. I upload videos full time for the memberships, and I'll do a time lapse for the YouTube channel. But and it's me painting. I'm talking about everything. I don't hold anything back. You just get to hang out with me in the studio. You can paint along with me, and come and do, answer the questions, ask any questions. I'll help you out. I'm here for you. So it would be lovely to see you. You can come and give it a try if you want, if if that works for you, and if it's a valid thing. And then I'm working on putting together programs, courses, online courses that you guys can download. There'll be mini courses for now, and one building on the other, so that it will create a full-length course. And it is the 3-month course that I teach live through Zoom sessions, where we go through the very beginnings of the creative pathway. Because if we don't understand how creativity works through us, it's hard to connect to the artistry of putting a painting together. You can learn the techniques of do this, do that, do the other thing. But if you're not connected to that on your own personal, authentic level, your paintings will just be well drawn out, well put together paintings with no real, authentic, creative energy there. So I have this connecting play that happens, that I learned, that I developed as I opened up my creative channel, where when I'm painting, it's me and the painting, it's me and my creativity. And there is a connection, and there is a dialogue per se. I'm not in here talking to myself in that kind of in that sense, but there is a dialogue happening between this open space, because when you are in a creative space and that creative flow, you are present. And when you are present, you're able to connect. And the things that you're doing on your canvas will speak back to you, and you will get nudges and ideas of something to do. And if you're connected and you follow that, things open up. You push beyond your comfort zone in the studio, on your painting, within yourself. And when you push beyond that comfort zone, all these things happen. All these openings happen. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful process. And it is, or it has been for me, the way back to myself, no matter what my situation was in my outer world. When I come into my tiny little studio, there is a sense of presence. So it's funny. I came here this morning and I was thinking, what the heck am I going to talk about today? I don't know that I have anything to say. So sometimes, and this is again, my creativity, my creative channel is open, because of course I had this time to be with me. And I just came here and said, okay, I just open myself to whatever is going to come through me, and that's what I'll talk about. And see, I talked about something, and it's an important something, you guys. I have been here for a half an hour. My goodness, these morning musings began as under 10 minutes. Yeah. Oh, sweetheart, I am so happy to. I am so happy to. Oh, in the south of France. Oh, lovely. I can't wait to get to know you. come join. I cannot wait to connect with you. And if you're able to sign up this week, we will do probably at the end of the week another live stream, a Zoom call, and just kind of connect again. And if you have any questions, be sure and ask me anything, okay? In the comment section, if you go with the Viridian level and higher, the $6.99 level and beyond, I don't have a beyond, that is the top level right now. You can click on that and it will be just with us. There'll be three of us in there. 1, 2, 3. You will be number 4. And so we're a very small private group. And there's a lot that we can do together since we are small. And very, very happy. Oh, very excited to have you and learn from you. And hopefully you will learn a few things from me as well. So with that, you guys, I am going to get back to the tech world and do my uploading and see if I can get that done today. And with that, be inspired, be creative, and be you. Much love, you guys. Take care.